into this week's Pig Trail Show. Alyssa Orange here, and thanks for joining us. And first and foremost, a very happy Father's Day to all of you out there. Dad's pretty big role in the world, and we decided to say thank you with a special Father's Day edition of the Pig Trail Show. So coming up over the next 30 minutes, we're going to talk to Arkansas coaches about being a dad to their own kids and to their players. First up, Eric Musselman. He stepped on campus, and right from the beginning, he credited his father for helping him be the man and coach that he is today. The father of three spoke with our Tara Talmadge about the legacy he hopes to continue.
Yeah, I mean, my father was actually my idol. He was my best friend. I wanted to follow in his footsteps. On my brown paper bag that I had for lunch every day, he wrote energy, effort, enthusiasm. So basically from kindergarten all the way through 8th grade, that's what I looked at my lunch when I grabbed my peanut butter and jelly sandwich from. But really, I mean, I just wanted to be just like my dad. And so I think when you have a relationship like that, it's so special. And I got to be his assistant coach with the Minnesota Timberwolves in that 1 year. Was amazing, to work for your dad as well.
Well, you are just go, go, go all the time, but that clearly hasn't affected your relationship with your own kids. Can you talk a little bit about how you manage that?
Yeah, I mean, I think with my two sons, Michael and Matthew, and then my daughter, Mariah, we, all three of us kind of have different relationships just kind of based on age difference. And, with Michael, he's probably the one that, I rebounded for more than anybody and got out on the baseball diamond and hit ground balls too, because I was younger with Michael. So I had more energy. Mariah, it's more cerebral type stuff. It's more watching her dance. And then Matthew's kind of in between where, I did a lot of activity with her or with him, but then also, there was cerebral stuff as well. But, all three kids, you just hope that when they're my age, that they had the same feelings and the same relationship in their minds and in their hearts that I had for my dad.
Hey, by the way, you talk about dancing with Mariah. Those TikToks were great. I would love some more of those.
Now, my wife doesn't want any more of my TikTok dances. There's a lot of TikTok dances that go on in the Musselman household that never get out in public. Mariah's like putting them out, and I go, wait a second, are you really putting that on your TikTok account? She goes, yeah, Dad, but it's private. So there's a lot of stuff. It's a lot of bad dancing by me. The two women in the household, Danielle and Mariah, are very, very good dancers. Dad, not so good.
Well, the last question for you is just, obviously you have your players. Do you see yourself as kind of a father figure for them as well?
Yeah, I don't think there's any doubt that all coaches understand, especially at the college level. It's much different at the NBA level when players are similar in age or players have their own families. But certainly when a player comes to college, it's kind of like a family is kind of turning their son over to the coaching staff and the teammates that they're going to play for. So certainly I look at my role not just as a coach, but someone who has to be there for them as a father figure. And I think that, even my wife, Danielle, she looks at it, like she's, kind of a mom figure to some degree, there to talk to the guys about anything. And certainly I think my sons look at the players almost like an extension of brotherhood. And then I think my daughter kind of looks at all the guys and say, hey, I got 13 extra brothers as well.
I love it, Tara. Thank you. And I think we can all agree we want more TikTok videos. Thanks, Coach, for the time and talking with us. Sam Pittman doesn't have any children of his own, but he's a father figure to so many of his current and former players as well.
Well, that's awesome. I get so many calls and texts and notes and mail. I don't deserve any of those things, but it's very, very gratifying when I get those And I have Brad Davis here and Ryan Rhodes, and I've got notes they sent me on Father's Day from 20 years ago. So it's kind of cool.
When people call you a father figure, how does that make you feel?
Well, it makes me feel old, but it also obviously makes me feel, like maybe we've helped the kids. There's sternness, there's expectations, there's love, there's a lot of things, and I think that's what coaching is. I think that's a big part of it.
It's very obvious Pittman genuinely loves his players.